All right, gents. Today is day 27 of the 31 Day to Becoming a Better Man Challenge. And as you can see, I'm at the beach right now. So I try to find a shady spot. But anyway, so today's task is I'm sorry. Being able to say I'm sorry, right? And we got some locals here. But this individual right here, I happen to know this guy. Like, he's been, shit, how long we known each other for?
25 years.
25 years, man. It's been flying by. But he's actually, like, he hasn't been in the country. Like, he's been living outside of the country. And, you know, as life revolves, all of a sudden he made his way back now. Yeah, we got construction going on in the backside and all that. But, you know, life takes many turns. And then, you know, full circle now, he actually comes back. But now he's coming back with a fully loaded freaking family, right? How many kids you got now?
4.
4 kids and everything, right?
Yep.
But the point is, like, you know, it kind of is weird how, like, life always, like, intertwines and stuff like that. So today's task was saying I'm sorry, like thinking deep down of somebody that you owe an apology to. But yeah, I just said but. So one of the things that
stop doing but, right?
Yeah, like Joe Gondara, the author and the coach of the challenge, was saying, you know how sometimes we apologize, but we throw the word but in there. So it's like we half-assing apologizing, you know, like, but somehow still trying to, you know, I guess protect the ego and justify our actions instead of just saying I'm sorry and just leaving it at that. Right? We always throw the but, or the other kicker is saying I'm sorry you feel that way, as if it's like the other person's fault that you did something, right? So,
and you hit on it. That ego is powerful, even though we're aware of it, we're cognizant of it. Ego, it's always there, trying to get in, you know, trying to get a foothold. But we gotta be aware of it.
So today, actually, the task today kind of helped out. Like, I known this guy, and we bumped heads in the past so many times, but we always knew that at the end of the day, when shit hit the fan, you know, if one of us needed each other, we will always be there, regardless of how pissed off we may be at each other and how many times we argue and stuff like that.
That's right.
But part of the problem was actually not voicing what we felt, like how the other person was kind of like, if they did something wrong and it affected us, instead of saying, hey, I don't like what you're doing, we kind of just brushed it off, and it kind of, like, you know, built up into becoming an argument.
Kept that tension in the air.
Yeah, kept the tension in the air because we never expressed how the other person was affecting us negatively on the bad side, right? But I just said but to say that is that what the real task for today is just simply saying I'm sorry for behaving that way. You know, like, instead of trying to put your ego in the way and justifying why you were acting that way, regardless if that person took it the wrong way and you didn't mean it that way, you still got to apologize because you got to respect how that person feels, right?
Yeah.
How that person's point of view is, right? So, and I'm kind of putting him on the spot right now. Like, he wasn't expecting to be in the video. But whoever's watching this, like, certain individuals, they're going to be watching and be like, is that who I think it is?
Maybe I screwed it up.
No. I'm talking about, like, the people that are going to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning, like, the other boys, like, the other Marine boys, they still don't know you here.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be like, is that who I think it is?
Holy, you know what? Who is that?
Right?
He looks familiar from Once Upon a Time.
They're like, there's no way that dude is back in America. There's no way. We never thought in 1,000 years that this guy would make it back.
Might jog your memory.
Let me see. He still had a lot more hair back then. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. All right, guys, you know who you are. You know, like, back at the Marine buddies, right? That's another thing too. Like,
what's up, boys?
You know, some friendship, no matter like how many years pass by, like, you know, is there forever. And put it this way, ironic enough, like, I grew up from New York, and this guy grew up where you grew up.
Louisiana.
So that's pretty much like night and day, right? Of, I guess, I don't know what, the culture, the upbringing,
right.
The good different and bad habits that you pick up along the way, right?
Which formed our personalities. And
yes. Yeah. But even that being said, somehow we clicked. Like, as soon as I met this guy,
worked through that.
Yeah. And as soon as I met you, it's like we always had like that connection. At least I know I have. I ain't gonna talk to you.
Oh, you're right.
The friendship was there, even though we bumped heads a lot of times along the way. Right, we never lost.
But that's over a 25-year period across the oceans and time zones and being, you know, different places for long periods of time. Yeah. But, you know, as you boys know, a lot of you, and you know who I'm talking about as well, sometimes that doesn't make a difference, you know, because at the end of the day, you know who you can truly count on. It might not be that individual will be back, you know, tomorrow or next month or 1 year, but in my case, look, I'm back now, so it's been a long time, but we worked through this stuff, right?
That's right. That's right. So at the end of the day, you know, we're not mind readers, and it's kind of like they call like the emotional maturity side of it. As we getting older now, you dudes having kids. Like, I ain't got no kids, so I say you guys having kids and getting older and grown. Now you kind of understand and start understanding all the headaches that we put our own parents through, right? So it's kind of like the karma is coming back, bro.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But at least we're a little bit more experienced now in dealing with it.
We all make so many mistakes, and I say it all the time. I've made so many mistakes along the way through it all, but the main thing is that we learn from it, we you know, just evolve and become better human beings and better men and fathers and husbands or whatever we are, friends.
That's right.
In this case, on the other side, and that's the most important thing, is we learn through all that and we just mature and we evolve.
And it actually makes the friendship stronger.
Yeah.
Right, when you come out on the other side, being genuinely saying, "Yo, I'm sorry," right? Instead of saying, "I'm sorry, but you asked for it," or "I'm sorry, but."
Again, check that ego at the door.
That's right. All right. Ain't no egos involved in friendships or brotherhoods.
Brotherhoods, yeah.
All right. All right. So again, guys, like if you guys are getting curious about it, I'll put the link below for the challenge. The next challenge is starting August 23rd. If you're interested. Again, Joel Gandara is the author and the coach of the 31-Day Challenge, guys. And being Marines, both of us being Marines, totally different worlds that we grew up in, and somehow we linked up. And of course, we had our shares of differences, which is natural as we're trying to, growing from young men to becoming fathers, becoming husbands. We keep growing and evolving and becoming better men. At the end of the day, the whole name of this challenge, right, is becoming a better man. So, and that's a lifelong process. So, guys,
absolutely.
I'm glad my brother from another mother is back in the motherland. You back home, brother.
That's right. After all this time, here we are.
All right, brother, man. And I look forward to meeting the family and all that stuff,
Absolutely.
man. There's a whole bunch of new people I got to meet now, back in my circle.
Yeah.
In my little circle of love.
Yeah.
All
right,
right,
for the
brother.
moment, we're going to hit the beach.
But for right now, we got to hit the beach, all right? So if you guys can see the beach back there.
White sand, clear waters, beautiful. Southwest Florida, baby.
All right, do you think you remember my send-off? Can you say it with me? Or you going to say it? You think you
try?
remember it? Give it a
I don't
try.
know if I can do it like you.
Nah, but I'm saying just give it a try and see what it is. I remember trust your gut. Start with
Trust your gut.
Trust your
Follow
gut.
your heart.
bet on yourself and double down. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Be strong.
Rodriguez out.